Welcome back, everybody. My name is Steve Smith, editor of PHC News Magazine, and we are live at the ASPE convention doing a series of interviews for PHCPPros. And our last guest for the day is James Gagnon. He's the Western Regional Sales Manager for Stiebel Eltron. James, welcome.
Nice
Thanks
to meet
for coming.
you. Thank you.
Listen, I think it's pretty safe that people watching this are going to know what Stiebel Eltron is, if only because you're closing in on 100 years in business. Tell us a little bit more about Stiebel Eltron and what it is that you do. I guess, what is it you specialize in?
Sure. So, thanks for having me.
Thank you. You're welcome.
Founded in 1924, Stiebel Eltron is an electric water heating and electric heating company with manufacturing plants worldwide. With a global headquarters in Holzminden, Germany, nearly all products that we sell in the Americas are made in Germany. As we are still we're privately held by Frank and Ulrich Stiebel, and as we are still privately held by those sons of the company founder, we have a very long-term perspective and can focus on engineering excellence over maximizing quarterly profits.
You're not worried about the next quarterly sales forecast or profit P&L.
We do not have to focus in so much on that.
That's good.
We got the big long-term on mind, and we really, really want to just keep making the best electric tankless water heaters and other heating products we can. So with a storied history of innovation, we are intimately connected and concerned with the global climate crisis. And we've been all in on all things electric for a very long time. This is especially true as we're seeing an electrification wave grow. Electrification is the process of replacing technologies that use fossil fuels such as coal, oil, and natural gas with technologies that use electricity. And especially as more and more of electricity that we use in our day-to-day lives comes from renewable sources, such as solar, PV, and wind.
Right. So, you've been doing electrification since before electrification was cool, I guess.
Yeah, exactly.
Now, you have a very long history in advancing water technology. I know you got an example of one of your latest breakthroughs here. Why don't you tell us a little bit more about this?
Sure do. That's one of our electric tankless water heaters. We're starting to see more and more demand for electric tankless and other electric water heating solutions. This electrification wave, you got state and local governments mandating, sometimes a prohibition of gas lines going in, or incentivizing strongly electric tankless water heaters, like our new direct coil DHC trend, DHCE trend, and DHCE plus. So electric tankless water heating, like with our DHC direct coil units, there's a lot of features and benefits overall. You've got a lot of space saving. You have the fact that electric tankless water heaters can provide endless hot water. There's no recovery time. When water comes in, it just comes out hot. You also don't have to worry about venting or gas lines, and they're 20% more energy efficient than an electric tank type water heater. These new DHC and DHCE direct coil units are expanded versions of the rock solid heat exchanger and heating element technology that we've been using in our Mini and Mini E in the United States for over 12 years. And we've been doing technologies just like this in Europe for even longer. Our Mini and Mini E units have a failure rate of under 0.5%, and we believe that to be the lowest in the industry. Direct coil technology features a self-cleaning element with high limescale resistance, fast heat up, and superior response to fluctuations in pressure. All Stiebel Eltron electric tankless water heaters are essentially immune to dry firing, as they have smart flow sensor or flow switch technology, but we've gone above and beyond with the new direct coil units, as there is even an air bubble detection within the computer board, so as to stop the element from heating if there is a gap in water coming across. Furthermore, all of our electric tankless water heaters, be they 2 kilowatts like the smallest, the Mini, all the way through to the strongest of 3-phase, have manually resettable safety thermal cutout technology. All of our direct coil units, the DHC trend, E trend, and E plus, are thermostatically controlled, and all of them have various types of tamper proofing The DHC trend without any screen or dial is naturally tamper-proof. Adjustment of the temperature would be on the inside. Our DHC E trend and E plus have a digital display interface, but through the buttons in the interface, you can lock the screen entirely or do a max temp parameter set point so that you couldn't turn the knob beyond what you wanted the maximum temperature to be. Also, our DHC E plus is the only point of use unit with our Stiebel Eltron exclusive advanced flow control technology.
This here.
Yeah, that's a flow operated motor valve. What that would allow for all of our DHC E plus and Tempera plus units to do would that it would always deliver the proper output temperature even in times of excess demand. It would sacrifice some flow rate in order to maintain temperature. Furthermore, we believe so strongly in our direct coil technology that we've given all of our direct coil units a massive 10/3 year warranty.
Okay, very good. So, anything else that you want to pin, as long as we have this in our hands, is there anything else to walk through? I mean, you've done a great job, but is there any one other element to maybe point out here that we can see on camera?
It's a really beefy direct coil element within. It's nickel chrome material,
Yes.
but thicker, bigger, and I'd like to think is far more reliable than some of the competition out there.
All right, good. Now, one other thing that Stiebel Eltron has been doing, I guess, before it was cool, was heat pumps. Now, heat pumps aren't, certainly a new product, but they certainly have been gaining a lot of headlines lately.
Oh, yes.
Due to electrification. Tell us a little bit more about heat pumps and Stiebel Eltron.
Sure thing. We've been making heat pumps since the energy crises of the 1970s. For the US market, we've been making the Accelera heat pump water heater for just over 10 years. Our heat pump water heaters are German engineered to rely upon the heat pump system rather than a backup resistance element. They are very well insulated, have a wraparound condenser, they have a maintenance-free electronic anode, and a small backup resistance element.
Okay.
Beyond just heat pump water heating though, later this year, we're introducing the new WPL 15 and WPL 25 A2W premium cold climate air source heat pump water heaters.
Okay. Later this year.
Later this year.
Okay.
Yeah, should be ready for sale, available in stock, end of this year or the very beginning of next.
Okay.
These air-to-water heat pumps sit outside and provide heating, cooling, and domestic hot water to a residence or business. It's a compact monoblock design using super efficient inverter technology, and it uses waste heat from the inverter to further boost its coefficient of performance. In fact, the WPL has a best-in-class cold climate COP, or coefficient of performance, of 2.77, which is tested at an outdoor air temperature of 5 Fahrenheit. The WPL units can work at down and towards -5 degrees Fahrenheit. Even at low outside temps, it can deliver water at a piping hot 149 degrees Fahrenheit. For smaller residential systems, the WPL is ideally paired with a HSBC 300 integral tank. This compact unit has a 270-liter domestic hot water storage, while also it has the buffer tank for hydronic heating or heating in general, as well as controls to run the entire heat pump system.
Very good. Now, one, I guess, newer product that I think you told me before we hit live, it was introduced 4 years or so ago for more of the commercial industrial market, is the 3-phase C-Series. So how's that introduction been going?
It's going great. There's a lot of opportunity for growth in the commercial and industrial water heating sectors. We're seeing it even more now with the electrification moves. So with our C-Series, our German engineering we've brought to these 3-phase C-Series units, they're built at our Stiebel Eltron manufacturing facility in Sarasota, Florida, with all welding, machining, assembly, and testing done there in Florida. These C-Series units really are the best of both worlds. They're made in USA with 316L stainless steel heat exchangers. but they're coupled with very reliable and safety conscious German engineering, especially with regards to the surface mounted, manually resettable safety thermal cutouts, the multiple layers of dry fire protection, and the closed loop thermostat technology. We're seeing a lot of business in a variety of industries right now. We see, the usual suspects of food service and hospitality, but as we see with the electrification, there's a lot of aging infrastructure in this country. And as electrification goes, these C-Series units are between 12 and 144 kW in various three-phase voltages. At 144 kW, that's the equivalent of a 499K BTU heating equivalent. That's a real boiler. So we're going to see real boiler replacement.
Right.
And also we see these three-phase water heating opportunities in various breweries, food manufacturing, product manufacturing, and also in the cannabis industry. It's been very exciting and rewarding for us to make more product in the United States and throw our German engineering at a very solid base product that we acquired 4 years ago.
Great to hear. Anything else new?
Yes. We are also introducing the Ultra Hot Plus and Ultra Hot Premium instant water heater dispensers. For us, it's something new from an old, long-standing tradition, as Stiebel Eltron's very first products were heating elements. We've also been manufacturing the heating elements for various coffee makers and espresso machines throughout Europe, and I think also the rest of the world, for a long time. So, with the new ultra hot units, super hot water is available on demand without waiting for cooking, for cleaning, or especially for hot beverages or soups. As a tea enthusiast myself, I love having ready-to-go hot water to just even top off my existing tea without having to wait for the kettle. The ultra-hot units can be used as replacements for an existing hot water instant hot dispenser, or they can be used for a new install. Both the Ultra-Hot Plus and Ultra-Hot Premium make for an easy space-saving under-the-sink installation, and both of them come with a standard 3-prong 120-volt plug. The Plus unit is more of like a light residential style at a 750-watt element, while the Ultra Hot Premium has a stronger 1,400-watt element. Both units also have a real unique and exclusive patented system that automatically senses and sets the highest temperature for any altitude. As you know, at different altitudes, different water heaters and boiling points create different conditions. Also, we're very confident that our German-made stainless steel tank will outlast that of the competition.
Very good. Well, James, you rattled off quite a lot of things here. What else can we expect, our readers can expect from Stiebel Eltron? And, well, there's not much of this year left, but how about 2023?
Sure. We plan to continue the company philosophy that has always been consistent, that we have careful, competent engineering on reliable, efficient products. A focus on innovation plus careful development ensures the products are on the cutting edge of the technology, while also they're built to last. German engineering and German manufacturing, that reputation precedes itself.
Absolutely.
We look forward to the ongoing and further education of our rep team, various reps across both this country and Canada, as well as in Latin America. We look forward to also doing lunch and learns, be they back in person or, virtual if need be, with engineers and contractors. And we can't wait to further explain the benefits and features of especially the WPL air-to-water heat pump and the Ultra Hot during the coming year. We also very much intend on continuing to be a part of the solution in the moves towards electrification and away from climate crisis.
I was just going to say, it's good to hear a century-old company can still be cool with all this electrification and carbon cutting emissions, carbon cutting. What am I saying? Emissions cutting.
Yes.
Yes. It's good to hear. Great.
It's not all red tape. There's a lot of,
You're getting it done.
Yeah, we're helping get it done.
Perfect. Thanks again, James.
Hey, thanks for having me.